Hi everyone, welcome to another pick a card reading here in Halina Rising. My name is Arami. So thank you again for everyone who have been checking out of my pick a card readings. And actually I I never thought that this could be this one. Okay, it's actually so exhilarating and giving collective readings for others. I've done not the pick a card one, like this kind of videos. I did like the visuals. I create the graphic for that, and then they choose an image, a pile. But it's really different when you are the one delivering the message. Okay, instead of just for someone reading the what you have channeled. Okay, it's really different for me that I am the one who's really delivering the messages, because I also feel the energy of the message, and it was translated to my voice. And knowing my energy design, or like my inner authority, my energetic design. I am a projector. I am a self projected projector, and my signature design is my voice, the voice of the self. And I can really hear my truth. I can really hear more what my soul is really trying to say, is really trying to translate through me if I'm voicing it out. So it's really different. I'm so stoked doing these readings for you guys. I'm so happy. I I still think that I should have done this much, way before, much sooner, because I didn't know it could be this fun. And I'm used to, just watching tarot, the ones that I'm really following. I have a few. I don't follow everyone because, again, I'm just really drawn into specific tarot readers. Then again, it's okay if you are following everyone. That's fine. Okay, that's your own will. Okay, but sometimes when as you go along, you're able to discern. Okay, this reader is for me. Okay, I can feel her vibe. I like this his or her way of delivering the messages, and I can really relate. And also with the wisdom, the wisdom that they are giving. So I'm truly excited to keep on doing this. And I know as a self projected projector, as a projector myself, my energy, I am a non-energy type. So it doesn't mean that I don't have energy, but it's just that my energy is inconsistent because I don't have motors in especially when my ego, and my solar plexus, and also my root chakra. It's like there's no motors in there, so I don't have that, running, keep on running of the energy. So that's why I never thought I could keep on doing this. And this is also my way and to keep on learning. And also, as I read more for you guys, I am embodying more of my essence. I am able to really like expand my expression, expand my divinity, expand my essence. Like, oh, I I am able to do these things. I'm able to tap on these things. I'm able to understand in these things because I keep on doing the work, reading tarot, reading the cards, channeling the messages. So it's really an exhilarating and um, very profound um, mission for me. Okay, I'm so lucky to have done, to be in this path basically. I could be in an office job somewhere, but this is not what I do. Okay, you know, I am truly grateful for where I am. So again, see you on your reading. Hi, pile number one. Welcome to your reading. So, we're going to look into your next chapter and what are the possible things that you need to prepare, or what you need to look forward to. Okay, and are you ready for this new chapter? Okay, so let's look in your cards. All right. Cool. To be honest, as I looked into your pile, or as I look into the rest of your cards here in your tarot, there's so much to celebrate. Okay, this is the thing. There is so much to celebrate because you have gone through so much. Okay. Right? Let's pause on that. Let's pause on that. There's so much to celebrate. Because in your heart, you have gone through into multiple challenges. Saying you deserve this is just an understatement. Okay? Breathe in that. I don't want to go on. I don't want to go on from that, without really internalizing that message. Because you have the Ten in Abundance here. You have the or you could say the Ten of Pentacles. You also have the Ace of Pentacles here. You also have the Eight of Wands. There's so much things that are being gifted to you. Okay, and there's a lot to celebrate. Should I go on? But honestly, you have two confirmation of your like, in order for you to have really gone into this next chapter, you have really looked into your life 180 degree. Okay, so from this one point of view, you have turned back around, and then okay, I like the other side of the coin. You have looked into, this is a new world. Okay, this is a new world that you never thought that it existed, and then you have gone through it. You have gone through like competition, because I also see that you have not necessarily that you have you've chosen to compete, but there are just others also trying to compete for that for like very specific, competing for that position, or maybe in your career or in your workplace that you didn't really want. You don't have the intention to compete for your work, but it's just that there's just others who feel like they need to compete with you. You have the Five of Wands here because they know you're so good. Okay, you have double messages here. Again, the divine is really confirming that you're receiving a lot of things here. Okay, this is Ace of Pentacles, and again, this is an Ace of Pentacles. It's handing you a gift because it feels like you have been gotten into this 180-degree out of your own accord. Okay, you didn't want to. You're not supposed to be looking into that, but you were forced to do. But then again, it's just, it's all part of your journey. Even though you're not forced to look into this a different perspective, or this different perspective that I'm talking about, maybe these people who are quite jealous, or they may have this silent envy. They may not be blatantly showing you that they're jealous of you, or they're not, are they concerned about you, they're curious about you, they just try to shrug it off in front of you, like, okay, they don't matter, that like you don't matter to them, but deep inside they do. They keep on looking into your actions, into what you do, like, this pile, this pile number one is, there's something with pile number one, and I think I should compete with him or her. Okay, that kind of vibe. But you know yourself, you are so grounded. You're just doing your own thing. Okay, you're just doing your own thing, you're doing your own work, but these people are just trying to compete with you. Okay, that's why you're being redirected into this another perspective. Okay, like the divine understands. Okay, the divine understands that you are focusing into your own work. Okay, you're just on your lane. Okay, you're staying on your lane, and it's not supposed to be that you need to look at other people who's trying to get into your own business, but the divine is steering you into their direction, so to make you aware of their existence of doing those such things. Okay, so that's why you've gotten the Hangman here. Okay, double cards. There's no readings that I have that it doesn't have double cards, because again, the double cards here, like, it's really a confirmation of everything, the confirmation of that message for you. So you're being redirected into their perspective, into their world, so you can observe them. Okay, but you can't just stay in their frequency, because I know how hard it is to keep up with this kind of people, wherein in the first place you're not even trying to compete with them, right? So it's just that you just need to observe them, but do not dwell. Okay, do not dwell into their whatever they're trying to do. Okay, whatever they're trying to do to you, or maybe in your plans. Okay, so it's also a good thing to another message is to keep your plans to yourself. Okay, it's not just for now, it's a good habit to have. silence. I see here, pile number one, you're a very reserved person. You're a very quiet person. You're kind of quiet person, okay? It doesn't mean that you don't talk really, or you don't um initiate conversations, okay? You can be extroverted if you want to, but you are this king of cups, okay? You're very reserved. You're just okay, you don't really talk um out of necessity. You talk if needed. If you feel like that you need to talk, you need to speak, then that's the time that you're going to speak. Okay? You have such very calm and grounded um disposition in life. I see that for you. So that's why these people are quite um yeah, maybe they're looking into the way that you handle things. So I also see that these people, they have the intention, but they're not aware of it. Okay. They have the intention to compete with you, but they're not really aware that okay, they're already competing. It's just that it's like um there's something with them that they need to do that. Okay. But there is literally here that okay, you have to observe them. You have been in this way. I think um the next chapter for you is to um you know able to look into that uh part of your life that someone is trying to you know um even question what you do. Okay, they might be saying things that hmm, yeah, it's quite nasty. Okay, it's very quite nasty. So they might be saying things like um they're trying to make a joke, but their intention is to redirect that to you. Okay, to you. Yeah, I don't like that energy. So okay, so that's why your next chapter is um now giving you the opportunity to learn from that experience, learn from these people, okay, the way they communicate, the way, yeah, whatever they are doing to you, either unintentionally or intentionally, and then see for yourself that you are enough. Like, you, whatever you're doing, you're enough. Okay, you are this king of cups. Okay, you're this king of cups. It's not saying that you don't need anybody, but it's just that um, there's just there are just people who's trying to impose their beliefs on you, and sometimes you felt like, oh, I should think this way. I I should think how they think. Okay. So the next chapter is just leaving that era. But then again, you need to carry the lessons that you have from that era. And then the next chapter will be able to help you more, like the next time, I think there's no next time to this, because again, the next chapter is like, you need to just go through into that phase, and then the next chapter is just it's more understanding that you're enough again. um if anybody is trying to compete with you again in that kind of way, um you are sure. Okay, you are sure of yourself. Okay, and you're the magician here. You have the magician card. So yeah, You're really good. I understand. I totally understand why they're so into you. Okay, why these people are so into you. You're pretty chill. So there's a lot to celebrate. Again, the celebration here. Let's ask, what is the celebration? Okay, maybe a promotion. I'm hearing a promotion here. There's a lot of celebration. So this is celebration card. Three of, yeah. You also have the wheel card. Okay, luck is on your side. What is the celebration in their next chapter? Ah, there's a justice. Mm. For some of you, if this thing is quite severe, because for some it might be subtle way, but for others, if this is like a severe, like it really hit you, um, uh, you have experienced um, like backstabbing. So there might be like people talking behind your back, and somehow it got it into you because it kind of involved other people that you don't want to be um that there's not supposed to be hearing those backstabbing statement about you. Okay, so somehow it's quite severe. You This is quite severe. So this will be a justice. So there will be justice in your next chapter. For some of you, pile number one, there's really um, a justice for you coming through. Okay, for what they did to you. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Sa Tagalog pa, bahala sila. Bahala gid sila. Like they they chose that for themselves. Okay, what is the celebration? Queen of Swords. Hmm. Yeah, I'm really hearing the promotion. There's like a promotion here, or maybe you'll be acknowledged on your specific work. Okay, you'll be acknowledged on, if you're a student, you'll be acknowledged on an assignment that you did. Okay, or in a project that you did, or you have initiated, or you've been the leader of that, or yeah, or the brain of that project. So if this is a career, so you'll be acknowledged by your boss or by your colleagues, that your work, the justice here, or the justice here is on you being rised up. Okay, they tried to bring you down, but they couldn't, because instead you're being raised. You're being raised by the divine instead. So you I see there's the swords here. So you you power through. Okay, you're a warrior. You're like that silent warrior. Like you're not so very showy of your feelings, but you're definitely a warrior. You move silently. Okay, so even though they tried to say things behind your back, trying to bring you down, trying to bring down your reputation, but you're just silently focusing on what you know that you are good doing. And yeah, somebody got fired on them. Okay, so You're definitely a warrior. You have slayed pile number one. That is your celebration. You slayed. Oh my goodness. You slayed. Love it. Okay, let's which one? I think this. Okay, let's get more from here. You slayed. Okay. You're slaying your next chapter, pile number one. Okay, that's the next chapter for pile number one. Okay. Okay, review and contemplation. Yeah, this is a judgment card. So let me read it for you. You've accomplished a great deal in your life, and you have so much to be proud of. Okay, now it's time to decide what's next. As you contemplate the past and the present, you'll get clear on your divine life purpose. Don't be distracted by conventional thinking. Be the real you. Yes, again, there are people that's trying to impose their beliefs on you. Like, they know how good you are. They know how firm you are, how unique you are. So their tactic is trying to divert you into their own thinking, or trying to think the other way, so you don't stay your on your own path where you are actually slaying. Okay, so they're trying to divert you into another way, so in order for you not keep on choosing or slaying on your path. Okay, but again, it is another confirmation that your next chapter is like, you're embarking your next chapter, bringing the lessons that you have on this ordeal. Again, this should be emphasized, learning your past experiences. So in order for your next chapter to beautifully unfold, then it's conforming you that you're already on the right path. Be the real you, and you can be uniquely you. You can be just silent on how you do things. You don't need to be that too loud, or someone. I feel a projector vibe here. Okay, even a reflector, or even a generator that is also silent. That quiet generator. But you do your thing. You do your job very beautifully. Like, I can also sense a hard worker here, a silent hard worker here. You're just staying on your lane, and they're noticing that, because there are people who are, or like, for example, your boss or your teacher or your mentor, seeing the work that you do, and they are also complimenting you on what you have been doing. And then there's just others that don't want that for you. So take the time to really this is like the preparation for you to learn from that experience, and just be the real you, and then think what you can possibly do next. Okay, so what is number one next chapter? Yeah, it's the World card. So you're having the world. Your next chapter is beautiful. It's Yeah. So this is a time of incredible accomplishment. Okay. You've justified in feeling joy and a sense of completion and pride in the amazing job you've done. You've been blessed with many spiritual insights. Soon you'll begin a new journey, okay, the next chapter again. But for now, take the time to bask in the happiness of your dreams coming true. So this is the first, you know, we're just going full circle at the start of your reading. Congratulations. Celebrate. Celebrate. Bask. Bask in um the victory that you deservedly um receiving or experiencing because you've gone through so much. Okay, you know, you're just doing, you're staying on your lane, and then somebody is just trying to, you know. Okay, what I've been doing to you guys, like that kind of you've been feeling that way, like you didn't you're not doing anything to these people, and but they're just trying, um, like, why you're so mean, basically, like why are you so mean to me? I'm not doing anything to you. So you have that kind of um, in your mind lately. Okay, so let's see, let's take some oracle cards, right? So celebrate. Okay, celebrate pile number one. I'll celebrate with you. Woo. Okay, what is the next chapter for pile number one? Yeah, you'll be receiving your flowers, okay? Okay, all right. You'll be definitely receiving your flowers here. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so, okay. Okay. We have the speaker here. We also have the family and animals. So let me just take a look for a while what this cards says. Okay. So if you're already married, you already have a family, the celebration here, you'll be celebrating with your family here. Okay, you'll be celebrating with your kids. I am feeling for someone of you for here, pile number one, there's like a single dad or single mom. So you'll be celebrating that with your children. Okay. Your next chapter is celebrating what you have gone through. I mean, celebrating the fruits, the victory, and learning from what you have gone through. Okay, like the victory felt, you know, it has essence more. It's more meaningful because you're remembering what you have sacrificed or what you have to go through in order for you to reach that victory. You'll be for some of you, you'll be invited to speak in an event or to share your story. Okay. Yeah. So you'll be invited by someone or in an event, institution to speak about your story. Maybe these things is also can be included as well, or maybe you're posting that on social media. Yeah, you have the spiritual gift of healing and the desire to share it with others. So another way of celebrating this is also for like giving back, giving back to others. Let's get from another deck though. Let's get from here. So supposed to be meron akong bangs. Tapos pero nandito siya sa side. It keeps on getting into this side. Yeah. For the next chapter, you need to identify what needs to change and what is not aligned in your life, okay? So in the next chapter, you are now aligning your life. You're leaving these people. Yeah, something is really being brought to you here, okay? The celebration again, you like, okay, the celebration can also be like a discovery of something, okay? A discovery of you've never think about it, you've never thought about it before, but it's now being unlocked for you. So it's like a spiritual gift, okay? Yeah, for some of you, pile number one, you are celebrating something that is being unlocked for you, okay? It's much more, this is getting deeper, okay? This is not just about, the celebration. So let me just show you this card. So you're celebrating, okay? It can be like this, okay? You can celebrate like this one, or maybe it's your birthday. Your birthday is coming up. Your birthday is coming up, or celebrating a promotion, celebrating yeah, about your work. But there is something being unlocked for you. Okay, you're also being guided to rest, okay? You deserve the rest, okay? After this ordeal, after what you have gone through, you need to rest. Yeah, again, a confirmation that you're going into your next chapter. So it's a new beginning. There's a new beginning being open for you. Okay. Let's get from here. What's the next chapter for pile number one? Okay. Her herb garden. Okay. Okay, for some of you, you may have like an ancestral home, or maybe a there's like a short trip back to your hometown. Okay, you're being led to go back to your hometown. So like celebrating with your parents, celebrating with your child in your childhood home. Okay, again, rest is um being called here. So you can also celebrate through resting, right? Yeah, vacation. I think that another thing is like you're going on a vacation. Okay, the celebration here on your next chapter is going on a vacation. That is something that is fruitful for you. Yeah, more in nature, the company of trees here. You'll be more in the I'm seeing like a childhood home, or your your hometown. Okay, an ancestral home. You're going back there, and you're going to take your time. Mhm. Yeah, for some of you, it will be like a really a vacation in the mountains. Okay, or in colder areas. Okay, somewhere that you really go, like in the mountains, right? An area in the upside. Okay, okay. There's a meeting of a lover here. I'm hearing a meeting of a lover. Hmm. So that's why I'm being called to get a love related um, card for you early on, because I'm not really again, it really depends, um, but in your pile I am being encouraged to take a look at your love. A meeting with, so yeah, maybe that's why I'm seeing a childhood home, or maybe in a hometown, like going into the province, for example. You're meeting someone there, or maybe meeting a childhood friend. Hmm. Yeah, I'm seeing um that you're going back. Ah, mm-hmm. You're going back into your own roots. Yeah, I understand. I understand. So what I'm picking up here is like, after suffering, after suffering and this kind of incident or kind of people, or this situation that you're in, so the next chapter is encouraging you. You know, the celebration here again. It's like, okay, it's done. Okay, I have gotten my justice. You have achieved um the justice that you deserve. Um, the celebration now is to that you're back into you have come home to yourself. You understand that it's their beliefs, it's their words, it's not yours. Okay, you are now understanding that your path is your, okay, you deserve to follow your own path. Okay. Mm-hmm. You deserve to follow your path, and you don't need to follow anybody else's path, because um, even though your your ways might be unique to others, or it's like it's quite different, it's not the usual norm, but it's you. Okay, you're the only one who can really perform that way. And maybe there might be times that you have doubted why I'm not like the others, why I'm not like the way they do their work. I should also do my work the way they do. But again, you know within yourself that this is you, okay? But they're just like small voice again that it's doubting you, okay? It's doubting you. But no, okay? A broom of her own. So you are this one that you claim, you now claim your path. So the next chapter for you, it's like you're now claiming your own path, okay? um and with this, you wanted to go back again into um who you really are, or like you used to know, like in your childhood days, like during your childhood, around around your from being infant into like 7 years old. Those are the times like it really gives the indications of who you really are, because like the veil is thinner during those times, okay? It means that in during those years, you are still able to remember a lot of things about your original soul contract, okay? You remember more of yourself, like what you stand for, like um, what you really believed in, what you really like doing, what you're really um, even you're being forced to um, like do these things, like we in our children days, in our childhood days, like we are being guided by our parents or our guardians, so or even with our siblings, okay? Anyone who is taking care of us during our childhood days, they might say like, try this, try this one, but deep inside, like, no, I don't want to do that. And you cry, like you cry, no, I don't want to. And then they get angry. And they get angry with you. No, no, I don't want to do that. You keep saying no, you keep saying no, but they keep insisting. Well, sometimes we don't have control in that because we're still in that stage, a very delicate stage. So now you're being called to come back home, okay? Come back to your inner child. And so it can be a literal like going home, okay? Going home into the province, okay, or where you came from, because maybe for some of you, you have worked, or you are right now upon uh, watching this video, you're in another place, okay? Maybe for work, maybe for school, or maybe I don't know, maybe you're in a travel in a way, but you're coming back home, okay, for some of you. So then you'll be able to meet a childhood friend. You're getting reacquainted with your childhood friend here. One more card. August. Okay, so if you're watching this on July, um, this is quite a timeless reading. So maybe something is happening in August. Okay, um, you'll be sharing what you have gone through to this friend, or to this childhood friend, or maybe someone that you'll be meeting in your travel back home, okay? Or maybe if you're not traveling into your hometown, maybe in another place, okay? Maybe you're in a straight to a stranger. You'll be sharing what you've gone through to a stranger, okay? Even though that's the first time that you'll be meeting that person, but you're just sharing that. So maybe that person is really something like, I don't know. I don't know what would be the role of that person, or maybe, us, that person will act like a sacred container of you, narrating your story, narrating your experience, and then that person will be able to, like, give more profound messages on that. Okay, again, I don't know. So let's leave some space for the divine to do its magic. So I don't want to keep on, there are fine lines on non-interference. Okay, I'm just a messenger, so I'm just a guide for you to look into the possibilities. Okay, again, not to predict things, but it can be a possibility, and for you to work on further on yourself. Again, the readings itself is for you to work on yourself. Okay, not really a fortune telling one that, oh, what should, okay. Then again, you can, the titles itself, it might, somehow it can be a fortune telling title, right? But if you really dig deeper into these readings, not just mine, but if you really dig deeper in some tarot channels, or for other readers, their mission is to really help you come back to yourself. Okay, so these are just like, possibilities for you to look into. Okay, that feels similar. You feel like connection into that reading because you see that already in yourself. Okay, so okay, I'm just going to tap. We're still a little bit naughty, but no, it's just that I'm being again lead into for something, a love or maybe a soulmate here. Okay, a soulmate can be anyone. Okay, it doesn't really necessarily, it should be a romantic one, but it can be. Okay, so this person, yeah, this person will really tell you you are worthy. Again, this is a confirmation that you are really worthy. Okay. my hand, my nails are not in a good condition, but then again, that's me. But yes, so your worth doesn't depend on the other person. So this is now, again, a confirmation of the earlier reading that this next chapter is helping you to see your worth, to see that your path is worthy to take. Okay, whatever that you do that is unique to you and it might felt like it's a liability, no, that's not. That's your strength, my pal number one. That's your strength. Okay, so this person that you're meeting will tell you that. Okay, or yeah, we're being naughty again. They will bring you friendly support. So, well, this in your reading, pile number one, it really brings me to tell you that there will be someone. So, like, your next chapter will also involve meeting somebody. Okay, meeting somebody. It's not a bad picture, so I'm just going to show that. When I say a bad picture, we're trying to be um, uh, careful in showing stuff here on YouTube. Fairies, guides, and friends give aid. So this hmm, this is also not just the person, but know that your guides, your spiritual guides, are helping you in this next chapter. Okay, you'll be hearing more of them. Okay, affirmations again. This will be like you'll be getting a lot of affirmations that your path is the right one. Okay, and you'll definitely meet somebody. Okay, and also learn to speak loving words to yourself. Okay, I'm getting a workplace romance here, so maybe some of you, yeah, so there would be, for some of you here, there might be in their next chapter, there might be having there's like somebody in the workplace, a workplace romance brewing. And I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that, okay? So it's the next chapter for pile number 1. Okay, and also another thing, it's like for some of you'll be shopping a lot. So maybe the one thing that you'll be like celebrating, it's like buying stuff. Okay, so why not? Okay, but again, too much is too much love. Again. Yeah, too much is too much. So just buy the things that you really want, but not too obsessively. Just another guidance here. Okay, I've gotten a rekindle, so an old flame returns. So maybe this childhood friend, a childhood friend that you have. Okay, for some of you, again, this is a collective reading. It doesn't really mean it should resonate with everyone, but there's some of you that if they're going to go to get back home, maybe a connection that you have in your childhood, not really childhood, but like, yeah, in the past, you have this kind of thing with that person. Okay, it's either you had a relationship, or you had a mutual understanding with this person, and then when you come back home, or when you see this person again, that is very familiar in the past. Okay, there might be a rekindle on that connection. Okay, all right, so I'm going to know more about this reading, like a confirmation about you, and also like an advice in this next chapter of yours. So this is like my Speak My Chart Oracle decks. This one is for the human design inner authorities, and it could also possibly this is your inner authority in your human design chart. Let the right place speak. Mental, environmental authority. So you can be a mental or environmental authority in human design. So if you want to learn more about your human design chart, just go to, there's like a free generating human design chart. Just look for it, like human design chart. Okay, get your human design chart. You can also go to Julian Archive as well. There's also other sites that generate your chart, and it can immediately tell you what is your energy type. So there's like five. Okay, you can either be a generator, you can be a manifester, or you can be a both a manifesting generator. You can also be a projector, or you can be a reflector. So, and then there will be like, the general things that you need to learn about your human design chart. Okay. So be in the right place with the right people. Let clarity emerge. So you can also meditate on this. Okay, and in your own alone time, where do I feel clearest and safest to speak? Because I feel like, again, you're pile number one. You're one of the quiet ones. Okay, you're like the quiet workers, quiet creatives. Okay, and you feel like, yeah, for some of you, it's hard for you to speak your truth because you don't know if it's really safe for you to voice out your opinion or voice out what you know, because, like, again, that's why you stay silent most of the time, because you've been into um, situations that other people are not honoring your truth, or honoring what you're saying. Okay, so your next chapter will be in this being in this right place, and being the right people, being with the right people. So that's why you're being connected to meet new people right here, because these people in your next chapter will be like filled of the right people. Okay, you can expect that there will be the right people coming into your life in your next chapter. What else for the next chapter? Pile number one, you can also be an emotional authority, and I think this is also very like an introverted aspect. So not necessarily that if you're emotional authority, you're always introverted, but again, you might have you inclining more into more an introverted aspect. So ride the emotional wave. Clarity comes with time. Let your emotional tides settle before making decisions. So again, it's really better for you to not make decisions out of spite, or out of, when emotions are high. So it's really good to take some time. If you're feeling some anger, let that anger, okay, just like push into a ball. Okay, and once you're in a calm state, then that's a perfect time to really that's the perfect time to get to do that decision making. Okay, like okay, it's easier to really make decisions if you're in a calm state, and even perform as a whole. Okay, one more. Let's see. Okay, it's calling me. So you can also be a reflector. You have a lunar authority. So yeah, that's why you're really the quiet one. So someone that is really more connected with the cycle of the moon. So if it's waxing, that's the time that you are more creative, that you have more energy to give. You are more ignited to do a lot of things. Or it can also be like emotions are high at that moment, in waning, and that's waning cycles, that's the time that you really take some time to rest. Okay, so know your moon cycles. Okay, for some of you here in pile. So that's why I'm really, you're the quiet one. So let's get from here. Again, celebrate. Before you forget, pile number one, celebrate. Celebrate the, the in your own unique way. Okay? Celebrate in your own unique way. Yeah, your genius is unconventional. You're very unconventional. I understand why they are so into your own work because they see your work very unique and they're trying to bring you down because they don't have that genius, that genius. And you're just speaking, you're someone that really speaks from within. You always say the truth. Okay, as much as possible, you're someone that really acts from their inner truth. Okay, and when you, well, there are times that um uh we put ourselves out there not in our alignment, that we notice that easily. If you're not really speaking our truth, we tend to feel like uh that it's you can easily see that if you're not speaking your truth, because you feel like you doubt yourself. Okay, and then, yeah, emotional openness. Okay, and this is also why people are getting triggered, because you're quiet. Okay, you're very quiet, but once you speak, once you open your mouth, people get shocked on your brilliance. Okay, got shocked on how firm you are. Okay, because they're so used that you're just quiet, you're just in the corner, but once you speak, once you open your mouth, like, okay, they got caught off guard. So that is your truth. Okay, do not be afraid to show that. Okay, for some of you, I'm hearing that you're very nonchalant. You're very nonchalant. You actually don't really care about what other people say, but it's just that sometimes, for some of you, you might get tag along even though you don't want to. So be, activate that gate. All right, so I think that's that for pile number one, but I'm still getting more here. I'm enjoying. Okay, for what's next? Yeah, ethical awareness. The balance here. You're now balancing your life. You're weighing things that is not aligned for you in your path. And yes, again, be of service. Again, I don't know if I already mentioned this. I've seen this in one of your cards here, that the way you celebrate is to share. Okay, share your blessings. Share what you have, share your mastery. Okay. Um yeah, don't be afraid to share yourself to others. Okay. We can be quiet. We can be quiet. It's okay to be quiet. It's okay to be reserved. But um you don't know how much importance your gift hold for others. So keep showing that, you know um, learn to share the brilliance that you have. You're worthy, you're worth it. Your path is all worth it. So it deserves to be known, it deserves to be seen, it deserves to be spoken. Okay, so before we go, I'm just let me ring the singing bowl for you, and hopefully, may the God Force energy be with you always and bring all the lessons of your pile, of your reading into your next chapter. Okay? Thank you so much, pile number one, and see you in our next video. Bye for now. Take care. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. So this will be the next chapter. What would be the next chapter in your life, and what would be the preparations and the possibilities in this next chapter? Okay. We can also, I don't know again what's going to be revealed in your cards, but sometimes it's going to give a glimpse of the before of that next chapter, in order for you to fully understand um, what's going to unfold in that new chapter of yours. Okay, so take a deep breath. Let's cleanse you up. Again, thank you so much for watching this reading and choosing your pile. So basically, let's just tap in. Let's cleanse the space and to connect more with your energy. Okay. Again, if you haven't watched the intro, if you have, okay, I'm just going to choose this part. My name is Rami, and welcome to Halina Rising channel. All right. So, I'll be doing some shuffling of your cards. So I haven't. Let's do. Let's do right here, like the shuffling of your cards, getting your cards here. Because some other piles I have already already laid out their cards for them at the beginning, but for you, I'm going to shuffle. Okay. And while I'm doing this, while I'm shuffling, like in your mind, try to imagine what would be the next chapter in your life. Like, try to ask for guidance. What would be the next chapter? Are you ready for your next chapter? Pile number two. Okay. So here. Okay. Number three. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get them later on. What will be the next chapter? Okay. So let me just get that card. Okay. So take that. Let's get from these deck. What's the next chapter for pile two? What's the next chapter in your life for pile number two? I'm getting a song. It's Tagalog. Um, I don't know the lyrics though, but the melody is ringing. Mhm, 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 Okay, okay. I'm sensing a. I know this is not a love reading again, but um, in your next chapter, I'm sensing there's like a person coming into your life. But let's see. Let's see what that is. Okay, I'm getting that. Okay, what's the next chapter for pile number 2? Okay. They're already? No. Okay, so let me read all of them first. Okay, we already have like double cards coming up. Confirmation. Okay, I need a confirmation on this one card. What is this? One card here. One cards. Okay, another double card here. Triple card. So again, there's a lot of cards that coming up, like the same cards coming up in different decks. So Spirit, what is the initial thing here? Okay, what I'm really hearing in your next chapter, there's a lot of choices, okay? You will be, okay, this kind of thing that you're pointing to a lot of options, okay? Is this? Okay? You'll be doing a lot of that in your next chapter. Like, hmm, hmm, okay? Just look at this card, okay? You have triple. Yeah. Yes, you have triple 7 of cups here. So you'll be this kind a person, pile number 2, in your next chapter. You'll be contemplating a lot. You'll be thinking a lot of what to choose because there's a lot of options. Options. And I do believe that you also have that kind of like giggly energy with the Knight of Wands here. Like it's not a celebratory energy, but it's like that kind of energy, like no matter what you put at or you trying to do with me, I'm going to still slay. Okay, I'm still going to do what I want to do. You have that kind of vibe. Okay, you're just pushing through. Okay, and because of that bubbly, like a positive mindset, a positive disposition, people are presenting you a lot of gifts. I'm also seeing suitors here. Okay, I'm seeing some suitors here, And this is what the initial thing that I am, um as I'm shuffling your cards, there are like, there are a lot of eyes on you, um because they see you in a very positive way. They like your energy, and even though that, you're going, you're going through so much, there are like challenges coming up, but you're so you're still slaying, okay? So there were like offers, okay? I'm seeing here that you will be given a lot of offers here. Yeah, definitely. Okay, so with this options, options, with this so many options, there's just that, kind of, um, because the devil card come up again. Um, it's just that you need, um, you should not be, um, indulging too much on these options. Okay, it's what I'm trying to say is that, um, because there's like wish fulfillment here. So you'll be given a lot of offers, you'll be given a lot of options, and then of course we get so happy with these options, right? We get so, excited that we are now, claiming these gifts. But then again, do not attach yourself. Do not attach, uh, in your next chapter. Do not attach yourself into these options, okay? I mean, get it on your head. Try to get it in your head. Oh, I'm so lucky. I'm so again. It's okay to, the vibe here, like, cherish that, bask in the happiness of being offered these opportunities, but don't get it too so much on your head, you know and, still, put yourself in balance, because we have the high priestess card here, and the high priestess is like someone who, you know able to, uh, go over the facade. Okay, it knows what is not the truth, or it's just a, um, not necessarily a fake opportunity, or it doesn't, you're be able to discern things like not on material, um, or not in a material value or face value. Okay, so, um, even though there's like an offer, like a very shiny offer, you know shiny things, and I kind of forgot that word. I've been I'm not acquainted with that word for so long. Shiny thing, shiny shimmers. There's like a very indulging or very enticing offer. It might look like that, but, beyond the surface, beyond deep inside, it's not really what it is. Okay, so you need to be able to discern the opportunities that it provides you more deeper, um deeper it aligns with your deeper perspective. It aligns with your, deepest desires, you know that's in alignment with your soul. It's not just something that at first it is beautiful, but then again, if you If you embark in this opportunity in the long run, you'll be able to see red flags along the way, some red flag signs, okay? So, you know, because there's feel like offers, and it can also translate suitors here. So, if there are people presenting themselves to want to be more intimate with you, to get closer to you, you know, um, look deeper, deeper within those people who are showing or who are offering or who are proposing you something. Okay, there might be someone that if you compare, okay, if you compare this person to another, oh, this person are very lavish, very it gives very luxurious gifts, and this other one is just a simple person. It gives you like simple gifts, not too expensive, but then again, you see that person more sincere, okay, rather the one who gives you luxurious gifts, who's taking you to expensive restaurants or trips, giving you an expensive um, experiences, but they're quite shallow. So you need to balance that. You need to weigh in the options, okay? And I'm also hearing not every opportunity must be chosen or embarked to, because some of them can be trapped, okay? Some of these opportunities can be a trap for you, a trap for your soul in the long run. So really learn to discern the opportunities that is right for you. Okay. Again, I cannot decipher what is the song that I'm hearing as I shuffling your cards. Like, I don't even know the lyrics, so maybe I'm going to check later on and add. Just insert this. Just insert that on your reading. Okay, so let's move forward. Um, yeah, seven of Pentacles here. You're reaping a lot of fruits. Again, the opportunities here. It's also like an indication of the hard work that you have, um, that you've been putting on. Okay, like this is your lucky time. Okay, again, as I mentioned, this is a wish fulfillment. You have prayed for these opportunities to come to you in this next chapter. You've prayed so much. You know, you've been alone. You've been solitary for some time. Okay, so maybe that's why for some of you now in their next chapter, they're now receiving suitors, or there are now people showing an interest on them. So it can be quite overwhelming, right? For someone who is, for you, pile number two, been alone for so many years. Okay, for some of you here, you've been alone for some years. Okay, you tried to be single. So again, I don't know if this is a love reading, but then that's just something that I am seeing here. But again, this is just a possibility that we are seeing. So this is really a wish fulfillment for you. You've prayed for this. You also have the wheel card, um, the wheel of fortune. So the tables is turning for you, and you are walking into your next chapter, you know, not anymore alone. Okay, triumphant, because people are now coming in into your life, you know, presenting you offers, presenting you opportunities. But then it's up to you to uh, respond to it in a way. So I can also, if you know your human design chart, for some of you, you are generators here. For some of you, you can also be a manifester or manifesting generators here. Yeah, your plants are being blessed. So that's why you, in this next chapter, it's a time of great success for you. Pile number two. Yeah, unexpected, just this is guardian of abundance. So this is King of Pentacles. So unexpected job opportunities arise in the near future. Make sure to accept them. A very direct, a very direct advice there. Uh, so, but again, it's opportunities. Okay, it's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so it can also say that you are being successful in your career right now, or yeah, the next chapter again. It's like you are now experiencing that success that you deserve. Okay, yeah, you're someone with great integrity and who enjoys hard work. Okay, yeah, you with the seven of uh, pentacles here, and also the nine of pentacles here. You're someone who really treasure hard work. Okay, if you're not working, you feel like useless. Okay, you're worthless if you're not working. Okay, you're the busy bee here. Okay, and that's why you're now receiving these gifts in your next chapter. You're seeing, you know, the fruits of your labor, hard a hard day's work. Okay, and so you see again, this again a seven of cups here. So you're contemplating on these opportunities coming up in your life. Hmm. Okay, for some of you, if you think like, uh, what success? What kind of success? Like you might be, you know, for some of you, plan number two, you're not really seeing that there's going to be success or fruits, or you'll be reaping fruits on your hard work. Then again, there is like the seven of pentacles here. Again, a double card earlier, you know, to have patience. Okay, that know that sometimes dreams grow slowly. Okay, and the hard work you've invested will bring about a bountiful harvest. This is a good time to prepare. So your next chapter is just like, um, I'm being directed to, if the fisherman, if the sea is rough to sail, the fishermen don't mope around. They fix their nets. They repair their boats. So they use their downtime, or they use the waiting period. Okay, there's also the hermit card. The you For some of you here are have been in the waiting period for some time. You know, that's why you've been wishing, hopefully this time, you know, my wishes, my deepest desires, the results that I've been wanting to have, um hopefully it will come. So for some of you that who has been still waiting in that waiting period of their success, waiting for their success to unfold, this is a good time to just prepare for it to come. Are you prepared? Are you ready for your success? Basically, are you ready to receive this success? Because also sometimes that we wanted the success, we want the glitz and glamour of the success, but when it comes, are we ready to receive it? So that's why there's also sometimes that it doesn't really go through, because the divine is not seeing you really fully ready for that success. That's why it's not coming up. Okay, so, or like we've been chasing the success too much, that the more we chase, the more it moves away or pulls away from us. Okay, so this is a good time to prepare, because things will soon move forward quickly. So again, the next chapter here, that things will move forward. If you feel like right now things are moving slowly, the next chapter in your life is moving quickly. Okay, so you can use this time to rest and even plan. I'm also gotten the organization card here, so it's time to organize, to do some planning. For most of you, again, you can be manifestors or manifesting generators. So um, but know that you will have this positive recognition, okay, that your plans will work out perfectly, and it will be your time to shine. Okay, so this is a beautiful card. Okay, another confirmation on your upcoming chapter of your life that will be filled with success and unlimited opportunities coming your way, and you'll be it will be hard for you to choose. Okay, so what will happen if that will come? Are you ready for that? Okay, so let's try to get some timeline. Okay, let's try to see, that the timeline for this next chapter. I'm getting Pisces, so maybe this could be in the Pisces season or in Taurus season, so preferably by next year. Okay, or again, if you're watching this within 2025, again, that would be in the year 2025. It will be in the next year, in Taurus, like April or May, and then for Pisces around February and March. Okay, so that would be the time that you'll be getting this next chapter. Again, this is a timeless reading, so if ever you are watching this in the future, okay, if ever you're watching this in the future, you'll be expecting that next chapter within those season. Okay, oh, and Leo season as well, so practically this month. Okay, if you're watching this in July 2025, so it's just within this within this month, okay, it comes on. So, okay, the moment that you thought that it would be next year, no, your next chapter is now, okay, definitely now. It's going to be around this time and up until August, okay? Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm getting this card. I don't, but then again, it's mentioning about your suitors, right? Again, I'm seeing suitors here. I'm seeing a love connection here, a proposal here. Again, the proposal again doesn't have to be like a wedding proposal, okay? Yeah, I'm not saying that, but if it is, congratulations. But then again, if it's like a proposal to go on, have some dinner, let's go out. So, no, you know the drift. Okay. So it's the next chapter for pile number 2. Okay, so this is coming up. So this person might be someone that you've been having, like, you've been separated from this person, like, if it's someone that is your ex, okay, but if it's not, you've already met this person, you may be friends with this person for some time, and then you lost connection, you lost touch, and then this could, in this next chapter of yours, you'll be able to see them again. You'll be charmed by this person. Yeah, you'll be you feel like a magnetism on this person. Yeah. Okay, someone that really shares, same passion as you are, same hobbies, same, when you talk a certain topic, like the two of you immediately, banter. We had a sudden electric outage, so I need to pause the video. It did stop because there's no electricity. So then again, I have to do another recording here. So, okay, so I already checked. Okay, so while waiting for the electricity to come back, I have checked what is the song again that I'm hearing at the start of your reading. It's Dina Natuto, okay? Like, nandito ka na naman. Yun lang. I don't really hindi ko talaga ma-memorize. Nandito ka na naman. Tinutukso-tukso, di na natuto. Yeah, so, okay. I think this is also close to the 7 of Cups here, like, and also that that particular person that you'll be able to meet again or coming back to. Yeah, di na natuto. Gusto ka naman, tinutukso-tukso. So that's why I'm also getting like, the one that I've mentioned, that you have a lot of opportunities coming forward in your life. There's also like a material attachment here, like, trying to present you or indulge you to choose me again, like choose me again, or trying to tempt you. Okay, it's like tempting you to choose that again, like, um really look deeper, you know scratch the surface. Okay, if it's really the to unfold the real intention um of that opportunity, or that person. Okay, and there's also like a message here, like, try to let things unfold on itself. Okay, like, do not push yourself to like that opportunity, or do not push yourself to like that person because that's the only thing that you shiny right now. Okay, because you will have a lot of offers. It's really up to you. Do not get attached. I'm also revealing here that maybe in the next chapter of your life, okay, this new person that's coming into your life, the next chapter is now the new person. um you thought that's the only person that is coming into your life in your next chapter, but then again, it's like, there's more. Okay. Yeah, open your heart. Love is the highest energy of all. So ask for guidance. Look into your heart. Use both of your mind and heart in making decisions. Okay, it's really much better um to center yourself, go back to your center, not make decisions out of fear, or out of obligation, or out of just like pure emotions. It would be a better state, or the decisions that will come up in your the decision that you will come up is much more aligned if you are coming from your center. Okay, if you're deciding from your center. All right. Like, discern for yourself. Okay, there's forgiveness here. Yeah, I'm seeing really, it's either an X here. I didn't expect that this would be a love reading. Yeah, somebody that's offering you an offer. It could be like, okay, it not necessarily like a romantic relationship. It's like, this person have already given you an opportunity before, or presented you an opportunity before, and then you try to go for this opportunity, because you trust the person in a way, and then it didn't go through as you have expected. Like the person is like um, suddenly gone. Okay, that person left you hanging, and then now in your next chapter, it's coming back to offer you a new thing again. Okay, it's either the same thing or a new thing. I think it's a new thing. So it's like it's up to you if you're going to still um receive that offer from that person who have left you hanging. Okay, because there's like forgiveness here. Okay, what's coming in the next chapter? It's the next chapter for plan number 2. Crystals. Okay, there's obviously a career opportunity here. Okay, you might be embarking on a new career that's going to give you a another level of joy, another level of abundance. Okay, you also have the infinite abundance card here, so definitely you will be you'll be feeling a lot of abundance in this next chapter. So as I mentioned, you have the 10 of where's that card? Okay. I need to see that card though. Yeah. Uh, Next chapter for plan number 2. Yeah. You're also in this next chapter, you'll be leading a project, you'll be leading a specific team. Okay. So it could be possibly like a promotion. Okay. Um, it used to be that you are working for a team, or you're working inside a team, but now in the next chapter you are now leading that team, or you are now leading another group. Okay, you're now the leader, you're now the manager. Okay, you're now the supervisor. I see a cat here. I, maybe a pet dog, a cat. And also talk to your angels. Okay. Some of you are very drawn to crystals as well. So you may have a gemstone, or maybe you have purchased a crystal recently. Freedom. This is a beautiful card. Very resonant on your reading about the options, options, options. You're free to do what you choose. Okay, it's not really. Yes, but you're free to do what you choose. Okay? Like use your own discernment. You're practically free. So it's like now you have the options um, you are free. You have the freedom now to choose what is right for you. Okay, maybe before, um, you don't have these offers, you don't have the opportunity to choose what is right for you. You just have to go with the flow. But now, this time in the next chapter, you have now the chance to choose, okay? Which is not everyone will be able to get, or like it took time. It will take some time for you to get into that stage wherein you have a lot of options, okay? Or you have the opportunity to choose what you really want to do. So to get into this stage, pile number two, it is really an accomplishment. So you have now the heat guidance to really choose what is right for you, okay? Again, do not be influenced again because of the, if there's a lot of options on the table, it can be overwhelming. Okay, again, just like talk to your angels, okay, for guidance. Okay, talk to your angels if you worry or if you get confused on um when you make a decision. Okay, also do not forget to do some, okay, like movement, maybe dancing, exercising, stretching. So when you move your body, you do some energetic practice, meditation, it actually helps you to be in a state of calmness, okay, in a relaxed state. And it make you to make um, uh, it helps you to make decision easier for you or make better decisions. What else? What is the next chapter for pile number two? It's again body work. So you may try to go to the gym or just do some walking and take good care of your diet as well. Okay? Or you can be a good cook. Okay? Food. There's something with food here. Maybe somebody will bring you some food. And that will be the delivery. Did I make a joke? But yeah, but it could be probably that like the offers, it doesn't really have to be necessary like big offers. Maybe it's just a gesture, like people are being more kind to you, are more generous with you, okay? They are generous in helping you in a way, like that kind of invitations or that kind of offers, okay? It doesn't have to be necessarily like big, stuff, but it can be like translated into, offerings, like gentle offerings, okay? It's coming in the next chapter, pile number two. What's the next chapter? Okay. Oh, did you get this? Okay. But full time comes. Okay. Yeah, again, a message here, do not push yourself. Okay, just because you're, for example, like you have like suitors, again, use your own discernment. Like, if you're not ready for a relationship, if you're not ready yet for the relationship, like to be in a committed relationship, then do not force yourself. Again, when you choose something, it should not be forced. Like you're not forcing yourself to choose that option. Again, that song, Di na natuto, or like, um, uh, you haven't learned from your past, okay? That kind of the message of that song. Um, but right now in your next chapter, like you have now the liberty to really choose what you want. So there's no need for you to choose only out of necessity, okay? Out of, okay, maybe this is the only option that I will get, or this is the only opportunity that I will get. So I'll just choose this. Okay, what if there's no opportunity anymore? So that kind of, things that, um, if that comes up in terms of your decision making, it's not going to help you in your next chapter. It's really better um, to look closer to yourself, to look within, okay? Because this is a magical manifestation for you. This is not just uh, a simple thing that's happening in your life. This is like something that you have prayed for, okay? So you don't need to get um, stuck or compromised on choosing that opportunity, or maybe choosing that person, because you might think that there's no one going to love me anymore, there's no one who's going to be presenting themselves. That's not true, okay? I'm also seeing like friendships here. So even like the offers here, like it can come out like new friendships, okay? People wanting to be closer to you, people wanting to know you better, people wanting to get um, to form a relationship, to form a friendship with you, okay? Okay, let's see from here. I think I've gotten this one. Let's see more messages. Yeah, just trust your gut when it comes to making decision. Trust your gut, okay? I don't know if you can. This is my handwriting. Sacral authority. So maybe you, in human design, have a sacral authority. Your body knows before your mind. So that's also being like why we are being led to take care of our body, because your body knows better before your mind. Okay, your body, like if you meet this person, it's not your mind's going to give you the signal, it's your body itself. Like, am I going to be um if I'm going to be intimate with this person, would my body accept it? Would my body feel calm? Okay, will my whole system be calm or relax if I'm get intimate, or be closer to have a friendship with this person? So where did my gut say yes, but I hesitated? Okay, and maybe that yes, like um possibly, is this person do really have the right intention for me? So speak to hear yourself. So you, when making decisions, you can also talk it out. Okay, speak it out loud, because sometimes you're able to feel, or your truth comes out more, your inner truth, when you speak it out loud. And sometimes you got um, you you left yourself in shock, or like you don't know why you're saying that, but you know, usually in your mind this is what you're supposed to be saying. But when you start speaking, or when you start saying things, you are now ver- um um, bursting out some words that you don't know where it's coming from, but you know it's from deep within you. And that is actually your truth that is speaking out. Okay. And this is something that I actually do in my Your Mystic Voice Truth sessions. So I let you, you know, discover, I let you speak out your inner truth. Okay. I'm here to listen to your voice. You speak, and I reflect back the words to you. Okay. So your voice carries your truth. Talk it out to hear what's real. So, I don't know what. Okay. Anyway, ako na lang edit. So maybe you're also a self-projected projector, or have a self-projected authority. So only projectors have these authority. So if you know your human design chart, that could be your authority. For anyone choosing pile 2, yeah, speak what you desire. Another way to, you know, you need to declare, when you're choosing or making a decision, declare what you desire. Okay. This is what I really want. Okay. You make conditions. Since now you're being offered opportunities, maybe you're going to sign contracts. So declare what you want. Declare your desires, declare your boundaries, declare the conditions that you really want in order for you to choose this opportunity, because you know that that's not the only opportunity that's coming to you. So you now call the shots. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then let's get in here. Yeah, the spirit of abundance. Totally, this next chapter, pile number 2, is your prosperous era. Okay, this is your prosperous era. So claim it, claim it, claim it. Okay, the spirit of abundance. This is gate 55, emotional prosperity, and it's also like in this chapter, in next chapter, you're much more grounded. You know, when it comes to your decision making. So it's like another preparation for you, that if you're going now to choose, you need to be in this sort of state that you're not being the preparations that you need to do. It's like that you use both of your mind and heart, and then be in a calm state. Okay, your emotional depth holds your abundance. And this is also why people are now giving these offers, because you're someone that's not chasing. Okay, you're really doing the hard work, you're really doing the work that you think that is really for you. You're passionate with your job, and people see that. People see the fire in your eyes, how hardworking you are, how passionate you are. So that's why they are now drawn to giving you these offers, and how strong you are emotionally and spiritually. Okay, maybe you also have this gate. okay, activated in your human design chart. Again, this is not, as I mentioned in this part of your reading, there might be a doubt in your mind, okay, that you are questioning, is this really, like, I deserve this opportunity, or like, again, that I'm going to choose this because I don't know if there's going to be another opportunity that will come up to me, which is not, because you will have an abundance of opportunities coming up for you. So, but then again, actually, you can use that in your advantage. You can use doubt, not in a negative way, but you can actually use, the questioning, question. And it's also part of the making a decision. Like, try to question, what if this particular opportunity like that, or this person is really, pure, does really have a pure intention. So use your doubt to deepen the truth, okay, speak to explore, and instead of concluding, okay. So, like, you can use the doubt, the questioning, as part of your decision making here. And a risk taker, speak your courage. Your meaning comes from meeting fear, okay. You'll be fearless in this next chapter. It's like, because you're now presented these new opportunities, you feel more confident of yourself, you feel more, brave, courageous to move forward into your goals, because you have now gotten into the stage, like, okay, I have now a confirmation of my hard work. Okay, I'm now seeing the results of my hard work. I'm now seeing the fruits of my labor. So this time you are much more firmer. Okay, you're not, when presented an opportunity, you don't easily grab it. You actually assess everything before making a decision. And I think this is a beautiful way for us to end your reading, because this is now, like, coming into full circle, that you have a limitless and an instant supply of support from the divine source, and you know that you will not be, um, mm, uh, like, the offers will not run out, okay. Your abundance will not run out, okay. And yes, the evidence again, like, the evidence of your hard work, the evidence of the spirit of flowing through these opportunities, that the divine is seeing your efforts, the divine is seeing your hard work, seeing your prayers, hearing your prayers, hearing the times that you have cried, you know, like, the times that you have wished that there would be another opportunity that will come up for you, you know, the divine is listening. In the next chapter, the divine is with you. It's now, obviously it's always on your side, but now it's like there will be more evidence for you to say, okay, the divine has my back. Okay, so thank you so much, pile number 2, for a wonderful reading. Congratulations, I'm so happy for you. Just, you know, what should I say? Like, it's already been laid out earlier, but yeah, just keep the fire, keep, use your own discernment, I guess. And you are being led here, because I mean, this would be like a confirmation that there will be beautiful things coming up for you. and you might get overwhelmed. I understand that you might get overwhelmed. Are you sure? Sure ka ba? Sure ka ba sa abundance na yan? But this is the cards that has come up for you. So, pile number two, okay? It might not really be a celebration, but the opportunities is there. You know, it's really up for you to take these opportunities, use your own discernment, and then from there, I wish you good luck on your journey. Okay, so take care and goodbye for now. See you in your next reading. Hi, pile number three. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to check what is the next chapter in your life. And are you ready? Are you ready for your next chapter? And what would be the possible things that you need to do or you need to keep in mind? What you need to prepare? And let's see what will the cards will show for you. So let's cleanse the place. Let's cleanse the cards. Let's cleanse this period right here. Okay. And take a deep breath because this is your reading. This is a sacred meeting here. This is not just, okay, you're listening to your possible um, mm, possible things that could happen in your life, but this is a sacred meeting here. So I would love for you to take a deep breath, and also have some time, okay? If you're trying to listen this, like if you're just listening, like it's also okay. From when I also watch other tarot readers that I love, sometimes I would just listen because their voice is just very soothing. But I always try to watch, watch the whole thing because it's really different if you're in the aura of that person, of the reader, that someone is making the reading for you, because it's just a beautiful encounter. Okay, it's a beautiful blessing that you have someone in a different part of the world that is now channeling these messages for you, being the messenger for you, acting as the bridge of this divine guidance for you. Okay, so I always see it as a sacred meeting, like in an online part. Well, in my case, my private sessions, like it's like a meeting in a forest clearing, like the open space in the middle of the forest, or like in any open space in the forest. Okay, and you just sit down and then have a beautiful meeting there. Okay, all right. So, to be honest, there's something with the smoke here. This is quite fast. Okay, I'm just putting this away because it's just okay. It's coming fast. Okay. All right, it's settling down. Okay, so let's start your reading. So as I shuffle the cards, so in your pile, I'm shuffling the cards for you. So as I'm shuffling the cards, um, think about in your mind about the next chapter in your life. Ask for guidance. Okay. So now, what is the next chapter coming for pile number 3? There's something with the smoke. Okay, it's smoking. It's coming hot. Earlier, I channeled a song, but let's see in your end, in your pile, okay? Where there's going to be, because there's some piles that there's no song, there's no channeled song. But you know, it really depends. You know, let's not force things, okay? That every pile should have a channeled song, okay? But in your case, the smoke is very, it's intense, okay? Let's see, what is this intensity? Your next chapter is, okay? So what's the next chapter? In pile 3 live. Okay, again, I'm still shuffling those, so while I do this, just really grateful that you're here. Pile number 3, you're choosing your pile. You happen to watch this video, so I'm grateful that you're here. And I am honored to be your guide for today. Okay, so that's it for now. Let me see. Okay. Can you let's ask for guidance for this, you know, confirmation in this one card. Okay, if you're still like, if you want to fast forward, it's okay. But sometimes I'm loving something. So there's really, okay, I haven't really seen a lot of your cards, but I really see that there's like oh my goodness. Okay, let's get more cards here. Let's see one more here. Okay, let's get from this deck. Yeah. So the intensity that I feel right here, like, okay, I sense a breakup, okay, in this file. It's coming strong. There's like a breaking up in this file. So for some of you have gone into breakup or have gone through some misunderstandings. So we have the Queen of Cups here. So it's like you're comforting yourself, okay? Or maybe if you're in a relationship, there's a lot of like comforting happening because you're just going through, or maybe with the person, like just going through a lot of emotions, okay? I also see here that for some of you, you've worked so hard in one particular thing, in one particular goal, but it didn't, you weren't able to really achieve what you have expected to achieve in that goal or in that path. So it's like So that's why you're in a state of mm, and very intense energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're coming fast here, like in a way, like um, you've tried you hmm, you tried your very best to make things work. Okay, you tried your very best to make things work, but it's again, there's like shortcomings. Okay, then again, there's like a reassurance here that in your next chapter, you're being called to just slow down. Okay, yeah, we have the Six of Cups here, to slow down, um and also maybe um while we are in this intense energy, like we have actually neglected, or it's not your intention, to neglect these people, but these people are trying their very best to help you out, to give you comfort, but maybe you're not letting them in to give you that comfort, or to give you that, because you're just you're going too fast. Okay, you're going too fast. You have this goal, there's just intensity for you to achieve that. Okay, but you feel like it's just your efforts are not enough. What am I doing wrong? But they're like, people are trying to comfort you, like it's okay, take your time. Okay, because this will be, you know um there's a certain celebration coming up, there's a certain um yeah, there's a certain, because we have the Ten of Cups here. You see that? Okay, someone comforting you here. So someone is comforting you, someone is giving you the space to really breathe. Okay, just breathe. You don't always have to be in this attack mode, or like um like a offense mode. Okay, or yeah, you can, it's okay to um break your barriers down. For also others who really want to comfort you, who really want to give you support, can really come through. hmm yeah, maybe that's why I'm seeing a breaking things. Okay, breaking things. Okay, can be literally, or you can be like breaking your walls down. Okay, you're yeah, because you're this person, pile number 3. You're so focused on your goal. Let's go. Like again, the lion energy. Okay, this is a Leo, a lion energy here. Okay, so let's go to this goal, go for it. you know and somehow you have um you're like in a tunnel vision, like you have there's your vision is just right here. Okay, and then it's like, again, unintentionally, you're not able to see that there are other people trying to, okay, wait, okay, I want to go with you, I want to help you out. All right, you don't need to be alone. and going forth in this um, goal that you're, yeah, in this goal that you're trying to achieve. In, yes, yeah, a desire. Mm-hmm. Because you have the sun card, you know, you also have the celebration card. So for me, like, they wanna they wanna sit on the table, sit with you, you know, on the table. They wanna sit with you. Okay. No matter how hard it is, like, let's even though there will like challenges, let's keep on having meals together. Okay. I'm also seeing like a family here that even though they might gotten into a misunderstanding, into an argument, they still eat together. Okay. I am getting a reference here from an anime movie called Summer Wars, and there's like the spoiler alert, like the grandmother, um, she written in a letter that even though you might argue, you know, telling her family, her daughters or her sons, her, you know, the the husband and wives of the um, her children, and then the kids, of course, like, even though you fight with it, you fight with each other, even though you're having conflicts or arguments, make sure to always have meals together. Okay, always eat together. That's something that mm, that in your next chapter, you're not alone at the table. You're not alone in pursuing these goals, because there's a lot of people are supporting you to achieve these goals. Okay, you're not alone. You're you might think that you're alone, but not. Okay, in this Nine of Swords, you might feel that you're the only one who's suffering for achieving this goal, but no, there are a lot of people who are guiding you, who are with you on um, this journey. Okay. Hmm. Okay, let me read the Six of Emotion. Memories can fill your heart with many emotions. Memories can fill your heart with many emotions. Six of Cups, again, like a supportive friend, a supportive relationship here. Um, it's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as a better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. So, like a nostalgia here, like previous people in your life that you thought that will not come. Eventually, in your next chapter, you'll be meeting them again. Yeah, children. There's also sort of thing that children here. Okay, if you already have a family, yeah, I'm hearing a message that your child is wants to connect with you. So you might be very busy at work. You know, again, you're trying to provide for them, but then again, they want you to know that they also want to support you. Okay, you're not alone in supporting them. Your your child, your kids, okay, is actually trying to make you feel like you're not alone in making this family work, or making this um, making your life together work, we can do this together. Okay? I can also do my part. It wants your kid, he or she wants to show you that she can, he or she can do his or her fair share in the family. Ah, this is so, you're so sweet. Okay, for this is for like uh pile number 3 who have their children. You know, they want you to know that you're not alone in building this family. Okay, that's a very very soft. It's like a caress, like mm, ah. Okay, I want to have a clarification on this one card. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's true again. Like you are, for some of you, you might be all over the place. Like again, you're trying your best. Okay, you're trying your best to make things work, but then again, you felt like why it's not working? Still, it's not. Why it's not working? But that's not the truth, though. That's not the truth that it's not working. It's just that there might be some perspective that you're really have you're really not seeing, because again you're just in this tunnel vision, but you don't know that, oh, I didn't see this. Okay, it's really working, but it's just that not in the pace or not in the kind of visionary or that's something that you really expect that it should bloom. Because again, the divine can surprise you. Let the divine surprise you, okay? I think this is it. Like, let the divine surprise you on this journey of yours, that you're trying to achieve your goals. And another here, like, wonderful news is on its way, okay? Announcements regarding engagements, pregnancies, births, or graduations will be revealed. New friends will be made, or communities of like-minded people will draw closer to one another. Exciting new beginnings or happy endings are just around the corner. So again, use your own discernment. It could be that possibility. That's why I'm also um, channeling here an energy of a kid, channeling an energy of um, a whole family here supporting you. You know, there's also kids here. You can see this. There's also kids here. Mm-hmm. So yeah, a youthful energy again. That's with the Page of Wands. So this is also another message, like um, taking care of your inner child. Okay, with this, the Six of Emotions, and then the Page of Wands. You know, reconnect with your own inner child, right? So another message here, like um, again, it's good to have goals. It's good to have, you're doing your best to pursue the specific goals, but then again, you have to with this reconnection with your inner child. Is this the when I was a child, is this something that I really wanted to do? Is this something that will really make me happy? So you can actually further assess that um goal that you're trying to uh, go for, all right? Because in your next chapter, it's something you're being encouraged to really look into your childhood deepest desires, okay? Because that will the celebration will come in, okay? Difficulties fall away, and light at the end of the tunnel is the star you can wish. Hmm. And to be honest, in your reading, even though it's really like a high intensity energy that I'm feeling, I feel so calm. Okay, you have a calming energy, even though it's like an intense energy. That's why I couldn't understand why it's intense if it's calm. All right. Hmm. Yeah, even though you're going too fast, it's not really that overt, like a loud energy. Not really. So what is the next chapter for pile number 3? Yeah, don't deem to fit in. So maybe this goes again, reassess in your next chapter, a reassessment of your mm, of the goals that you're chasing. Okay, and again, that's not the term that you would want to use, like chasing your goals, because you're not chasing it. You're embodying your goals. Okay, it's like if you chase a goal, it's like something that's outside of you. When that goal comes from within you, okay, that's why you're being called to reconnect with your inner child, because um what you need is not outside of you, it's already inside of you. It's just that you have to draw that goal inside of you, okay, not the goal from the outside, okay, because that's not you, okay, that's not your goal, okay. So maybe for some of you, like the goals that you are trying to go for, it's just for you to fit in a specific place, okay. In your next chapter, you know, choose the goals that it it screams you, not someone, not a not a goal that screams somebody else, okay. And you know, fitting in, trying to fit in somebody's ideal standards, okay. Again, okay, that's why we got in the tower card. I'm really asking what is the tower card. We have the crumbling here. It's because in your next chapter, you will not bring this kind of energy, this intense energy. It's in human design, it's like you are walking in a non-self theme of yours. Okay, for a projector, its non-self theme is bitterness. You know, it can be also applied wherein just because you haven't gotten the invitation, or you haven't gotten the success that you've been yearning, you try to compare yourself with other projector, and then you might think that we're doing the same, but we are, yeah, like you do the same work, you do the same practice, you do the same career, and I think you feel like you exert more effort than this other projector or this other person. But why that person is getting more success than me, okay, why is that person is gaining the results that I wanted for myself, all right. So um that's turns into bitterness. Okay, that's what it looks like here in your next chapter. Um, you are being led into becoming your own design, into becoming your own energetic blueprint. Uh, because the non-self theme, for example, for projectors is bitterness. Okay, their signature or like the indication or confirmation that they are living their own original energetic design is success. Okay, but if projectors are not living their design, they turn to bitterness. They're bitter. Okay, they're very bitter of somebody else's success. Okay, and they blame themselves, like they're not good enough again, like again that comparison, like I do much work. Again, that kind of thinking. I do more work than this person, but why this person is gaining more success than I am? Okay, so this is like the tower moment. The next chapter for you is like to have that initial tower moment, because you are being directed to become the hierophant, someone who's living their energetic design, someone who's living their very own self. Okay, so the next chapter for you, pile number 3, is an encouragement for you to live your next chapter by being the real you. Okay, that might be a cliche, that might be a saying in a book, but this is what is looking up for your next chapter, pile number 3. Sometimes, again, this is a collective reading, use your own discernment, but then sometimes we need to hear the words that we're trying to avoid. Most of the time, there are words that are messages that we don't want to hear, but we keep on hearing. Again, if that's the case on you, pile number 3, I think this is a confirmation for you to keep on, to now listen to that message. Okay, so now that's why I'm getting confirmation here with the crumbling, the tower moment here. Why do you have a tower moment? Okay, I keep asking myself earlier, and if it's you're having an intensity journey, but intense energy, but why it's calm? Because your next chapter is about calmness. It's about being the real you, showing up your authentic expression. And when you show up your authentic you or authentic expression, you're in a more calm state. Like, you don't perform. Okay, you don't perform for somebody else. You're not even performing for yourself. You're just being you. You're showing up as you. Okay, that's your next chapter. It's supposed to be calm. It's supposed to be a showcase of the real you. Okay, this your pile is, you're reading pile number 3. It's more in like a very deeper soul level. Again, the other piles are past that. All the piles are very spiritually inclined, but in yours, your message is very, very deep. Okay, it's really quite deep. It's there's like a calling here. Okay, do not beg for attention. Do not beg for recognition. Okay, because that's why you are trying to get into this goal trying to reach for that. Okay, I need to reach this goal because I will get this XYZ, I will get this recognition of somebody. Okay, I'm also feeling that kind of energy. That's why you're doing your best to, you're going fast in achieving that because you feel like you have time ticking on you. Like, if not now, when? Okay, again, for most of us here, like, we do have limited time to live here on earth. So in your next chapter, pile number 3, um again, you're trying your best to reach a particular goal, but in your next chapter, it's like you are being led into, it's not a totally different one, but it can be. But it's just a question, if you would ask your soul, your inner truth, where should you be supposed to be going? Okay, it's like you're also asking, is this really the goal that we need to go for? So again, if embracing your own truth here, pile number 3, embracing your own your own path, your own truth, your own sensitivity. Okay, you might also, again, with the trying to belong into someone's standard, someone's circle, you've lost touch on your own sensitivity. I also kind of understand it's like the guidance for you here, it's like it's a gentle nudge. Okay, it's a gentle, because for others, like, the guidance can be a little bit harsh, but with you, pile number 3, the guidance for you, it's so gentle. It's like a caress, like it's like almost a whisper. Okay, it's making me it's so gentle, like that nostalgia kind of vibe. Like when you remember something, when you remember a core memory, that kind of energy, that kind of space. Okay, so it's like take a break. You're not alone in this. We want to help you. Okay, the divine guides really want to help you, but you're doing it alone. Yeah, creative expression. Your youthfulness is really okay. So it's something like, again, like, this can be a little bit of a general thing, but something that you enjoy doing in your childhood days, maybe making some drawing, painting, something that you have forgotten. Yeah, it's in your pile. Yeah, the writing comes up. That's why I'm also hearing something about writing earlier. write down your truth. Mhm. Yeah, another thing is like a familiar here, um, like a pet familiar, a pet that has already passed away, okay, or a pet that you always um, mm, it's always on your side right now. I'm seeing a cat. Mhm. Yeah, you're not alone. Like I'm seeing the pet here. Like it's trying to assure you that you're not alone. Okay. Like notice me. Like notice your angels. Notice the guidance that it's giving. Notice the guidance that has been being brought to you. Notice the people that is genuinely giving you support. Okay, they're making a feast for you. Okay, they're making they're making an effort in your next chapter. People are making an effort for you to make you realize that you're not alone. Okay, um, and if you're in a circle or if you're in a group of people again that you're trying to fit in, um, that's why you are pursuing this goal. The real people will come up. This is how you celebrate your own self. Okay, this is how you celebrate truth. This is how you celebrate a person that is following his or her own expression, following his or her own soul path. And the most beautiful card in this deck have come up. Support. Your life purpose fully supports you. Okay? Again, this is gentle guidance for you in your next chapter. You will be extremely supported. Pile number 3. Okay? And I'm also feeling here like for some of you here, are you sure about for some like there's a clogging. For some of you don't really accept it. That somebody out there is really supporting you. I also see here like accept the help. Accept their help. It's the next chapter for pile number 3. Yeah, some you will really get the support. Yeah, the rest is really called here. Okay, you're being called to really rest. Okay. Mhm. Yeah, and an animal is really an animal spirit here is coming up. Pile number 3. So maybe you have an animal that's really dear to you in your childhood that is actually offering you guidance right now. A past pet in your childhood days. Hmm. Yeah, there's like also a cat here. Yeah, writing here. There's something with the writing. And again, accept the help. Okay. I keep getting that because for some of you here are really very unsure of accepting help. Okay. They feel like they should be the always the one who give help. Okay. They don't see themselves like they should accept help from others. Like they they're not they couldn't take it. I mean, in a um not because you are very high and mighty, you see that you're high and mighty, not in that way, but it's just so hard for you to accept help from others because you're so used in giving help. You're the one who gives the help. Okay. Okay. So it's also good to take some time before um pursuing something in your next chapter. Like the next time that you're going to pursue a goal, know that you'll be supported. Okay. This time in your next chapter, if you're pursuing a goal, discern that this goal really comes within you. Okay. This is something that you really wanted to even asking your inner child, if I go forward on this goal, will you be happy? Will my inner child be happy on this one? And there's emotional highs. There's really an intense. So there would be a possibility that you can be an emotional authority here, but you don't need to get to get pulled on that emotional wave. You can ride with it. Okay. If you feel like you need to tag along or follow the standard of somebody else, okay, you can ride with it, but not necessarily that you're going to you're trying to fit yourself in their puzzle because you don't really fit in there. I mean, that's not the real you. So for you, pile number 3, yourself is speaking to you here. Okay, the real you is speaking to you here. It's also like a calling. Again, it's like a wake-up call. Okay, instinct knows best. So you could also be a splenic authority in human design. Quiet, immediate, a whisper that doesn't repeat. Tune in. What inner knowing did I ignore recently? Again, what inner knowing did I ignore recently? So again, this might be again the it's trying to give you some help, it's trying to give you some guidance, but you ignore it. And at the beginning of our reading, like it can be intentional, okay, unintentional or intentional, that you ignore that there's somebody, or in the physical, and somebody is giving you support, or your intuition is saying that this and that, or your divine guide is giving you some messages, but you ignore that. But then again, you are now here, in the threshold, things are crumbling down, because in your next chapter it needs the full you. Okay, your next chapter will not unfold if you're not going to be your real self. Okay, that is something. How long? Speak to hear yourself again. So your voice carries the truth. Talk it out to hear what's real. Okay? So if you're contemplating on how to connect more with your inner self, like, talk it out. What rings? What that whenever you speak that kind of goal, does it ring? Okay. Does it linger? Okay. After speaking that goal, you feel like there's something empty, like a very silent playground. mm, you know that it's real because everything is silent. Okay. And let the right place be in the right place with the right people. Again, in your next chapter, a lot of people are supporting you. Okay. A lot of people wants to celebrate with you. And making a feast for you, making a table for you, but then again, you cannot enter, or they're unable to do that. Making like there's an instance here that I would like to share. Like, somebody wants to celebrate her friend's birthday, but her friend doesn't want to. Okay. She really wanted to prepare, like, really create a big event, a birthday celebration for her friend, but her friend doesn't want to. And you're that person. You don't want to be celebrated because you feel like you're not worth it. You're not worth to be celebrated. You're not worthy of that help. Okay, you're not worthy of that of that person's attention. Okay, even though you wanted, even within you, you really wanted to be celebrated, of course. But somehow what comes out in your mouth, it's like, no, I don't want to. But deep inside, you really wanted to. Okay? You just feel like you don't deserve that. Okay, quality time. Again, this can be also for you, for others, pile number 3. Having some quality time with your family, with your kids. Okay? They would love to be in your life. They would love to be in your plans. Okay? Or like in the journey of making that goal or making that plan possible. Okay? They want to be in the journey with you. Okay? They don't want you to be alone. Okay? You're pile number 3. You don't need to be alone. Okay? You're always supported. Okay? Forever young. I can't show you the card though. A song of youthful playfulness. Again, that inner child. Okay? Maybe it's directing you in your inner child, or that also why you're trying to chase that goal, because you feel like you don't have the time to make that happen. Okay? Or like you're not getting any younger anymore. Okay? But this is a message like you're forever young. You can be forever young if you wanted to. It's all in the mind. Okay? Even when you reach at this particular age, in your mind, you are like this age. You're still 16. Okay? Even you're in this age. Okay? I'm 30s. I am in my 30s. But I feel like yeah, I don't want to say it. But in your mind, you're much younger than that. Okay? But for me, I actually looking forward for to be in a certain age. I'm really looking forward to get old, because I know in time, when I reach that age, okay, in God's grace, okay, I'll be in a place wherein, you know, the I have in a way able to accumulate certain knowledge, right? So honing your craft in a way. So you're forever young, plan number 3. And also let things unfold. So again, if someone is offering you a help, okay, let them, okay, accept the help. All right, truly accept the help. You have the guardian of abundance here. So if there are unexpected support, unexpected opportunities coming up, like while you're trying to reach for your goals, then suddenly someone comes up, I want to help you, accept that. Okay, yeah, someone who really wants to bond with you. So it can be a partner, it can be your kid, it can be, you know, or if you're a single, like that offering, someone that's offering you help really wants to bond with you, really wants to connect with you. Okay, they want to help you because they want to be part of your journey. They don't want you to be alone as you climb to that um, goal you're trying to reach, okay, in your next chapter. And leave space, yeah, leave a healthy space and room to breathe. Okay, okay, yeah, there's like a youthful fun side here. That's why even though there's like an intense energy, but there's calm, so I don't really get it at the beginning of your reading. But then it's like a reassuring you that you can be in this state. Okay, in your next chapter, the true you should come up, because the true you is calm. The true you is useful. The true you enjoys his or her journey. Not someone is like a stiff tunneled, you know, someone like don't want to accept help. Like your next chapter, that person, you know, that's supposed to be you, it's just open, you know, has an open heart, you know, open to accept help, open to accept opportunities, open to accept guidance, okay, and open to accept that if their goal is not working, you know, if this goal that they're trying to reach, it's like looks like a dead end. Okay, in your next chapter, that you accept, okay, that journey has come into a close. Because there's like a new opportunity coming up for you. It's supposed to be your next chapter. You're going through this new opportunity, and It's hard for you to get into this new opportunity, to get into that celebration that somebody is trying to make for you, if you're still following into this very stiff, lonely path, which is the guidance that you're having here. Like, you don't need to go through this alone. You have somebody, you have a lot of supporters here. But it's just that maybe that goal that you're trying to chase or going for, it's, you know, again, for somebody, all right, again, this is a collective reading. All of the piles have gotten this card, okay? Too much focus on visible trappings, okay? So I see this, like, you can see this lady here. She's looking at the book, and she is not seeing, she's not seeing the man beside her. So it's like the man is looking at it like, are you sure? Just look at this picture. Like, the man is, okay, hopefully it's really looking clear. Like, the man is looking at her and into the book that she's holding, like, are you sure you're going to need that? Are you sure that's the goal that you're going for? Okay, so yeah, so it's like, this is something that you can actually try to check on, and that if you want to make a decision, like, if this is really the goal for me, you know, accept help, ask your inner child, speak out your truth, okay? So, and know that a lot of people are supporting you. A lot of people can provide you their presence can provide you the necessary answers, okay? You're fully supported here. So you can be a Pisces here, or the one that's going to help you is a Pisces, okay? A Taurus. You can be a Taurus, okay? Sun, Moon, and Rising. You can also be a Sun, Moon, and Rising Pisces. Yeah, Taurus is a fixed sign, so they can be very stubborn. So I understand now that if that's why it's hard for you to accept help, or like try to listen, that are you sure that is the goal that you really wanted to? Because you're so fixed on the goal already. Like, you have already done, you have exhausted a lot of effort, time, and money for that goal to happen or to achieve that. So whenever people would say, that's not, are you sure that's your goal? Or maybe it's, I want to help you, and you know, you can be stubborn in a way, accepting help, or seeing what they're also seeing, okay? Again, this is a very specific scenario here. Yeah, Capricorn energy. They're very career oriented. They know what they want. Okay, they're earth signs, so it can also hard for them to accept the help of others, because they always thought that anything that you need to achieve, it should be you alone. Okay, it should be made or be accomplished with your own efforts, with your own abilities, and not accepting the help of other people. Yeah, Virgo again. This is our earth sign again. So we have 3 earth signs here. So, mhm, you can be a martyr in a way. Okay, you can be like, no, I should go forth into this goal. I want to. I've started this. I want to, go for this. I don't. I want to know what's the end of the line. What's the end of the tunnel of this goal? But you're seeing signs that's okay. You're already seeing signs along the way. Okay, you recognize the signs and what they speak for you, but you still push through. Okay, so this is something that you may want to, and again, in your next chapter, it really wants the real you. It really wants the real you that is very open. Like, again, the boundaries and all, but someone that's open for help, open for guidance, open for new possibilities, open for new ideas, new perspectives. Okay, and that is calm. There's like open to accept their mistakes, open to accept failures, open to accept when things are not working. Okay, so before we go, so how are you, pile number 3? Let's talk. How are you? Is this the reading that you're expecting? Yes, this is the cards. This is what's showing up in the cards. And again, sometimes we need to hear the things that we really need to hear, and not something that we want to hear. Okay. Clairvoyance. So you know what is really for you. Okay, for most of you, you really know what you want. Okay, and this is also what I am trying to say with the signs. If you already see the signs, what are you doing with the signs coming up? Okay, if it's showing you that this goal is like a dead end, why you still keep pushing through? Okay, you can ask that. Okay, anybody of us, you have the freedom. Okay, it's your own will, it's your life, so you have the freedom to choose. You have the freedom to think for yourself. Okay, if you go for it and you have asked yourself for so many times, like, just go for it. Okay, then go for it. So it's really dependent. Again, your next chapter, again, pile number 3 is asking the real you to come up. And the invincible shield. Yeah, you're being guided here. You're being protected here. The feathers here. I'm also seeing like invincible supporters, invincible guidance. This is now like, you may think that you have no supporters. You don't have anyone beside you supporting your desires, supporting you initially, but there's just in the background, they're just invincible right now. So use your clairvoyance to see those people who are giving you that support. Okay, who's really giving you the care. Use your clairvoyance. Maybe again, it might be your kid, it might be your child. You just don't see it because you're just too busy. um, maybe you're just too busy um, on your path that you're not unable to see that your family, your kid are showing up signs that they really want to support you. And psychic touch. So again, this might be the pile that's more spiritually inclined, or like going into like spiritual work, you know, or maybe tarot readers themselves, okay, or maybe they have their own psychic business, or soul-led entrepreneurs, or like soul-led practices. I think the pile, you're one of the piles like that, really in touch with themselves, to be honest. But it's just that no matter how in touch we are with ourselves, we second guess it, you know. So that comes, you know, there's such times like that, because it's like testing you, okay? Even though you have, you know, gone through awakening, even though you've mentioned that I'm always going to follow my purpose, I'm always going to really pursue my mission, but once you declare that, the divine will give you some tests. Okay, so maybe this period right now is testing you, because in your next chapter, it's showing up the real you. Okay, so this space right now, it's like it's testing you to be the real self, your real self. Okay, so that's that for your reading pile number 3. Thank you so much for being here. I hope this reading is able to give you some guidance in your next chapter, and to get ready and claiming this celebration and the abundance that you really deserve, because you're such a hard worker. Okay, a lot of earth energies here. So thank you so much again, pile number 3, and see you in your next reading. Bye.